Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So the last lecture, uh, we have discussed some examples. So unit 2 is now finished. So today we will begin new chapter or unit 3. Functions and continuity, name of the unit is. So in the unit 2 we have discussed convergence of sequence and some properties of sequence. So in this chapter we will discuss about, yes.
મેં કાલે એક્ઝામ્પલ આપ્યો હતો ને એ નથી થતો એટલે જરા કરાવજો પાછું.
Okay, we will discuss it later on. Okay. I will send you, I will put the solution on the group. Uh, Today we want to discuss new topic. Functions and continuity. Okay. Name of the chapter is functions and continuity. This is very important, not for examination purpose, but also in uh, CSIR NET and NBHM, GET. For all this examination, you can always find out some of the examples based on functions and continuity or limit and continuity. So you must study very well this concept. So let us begin. So can you see the screen or not?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Please not this screen. I want to share something else. Okay, fine. So this is unit 3, functions and continuity. Okay. So this is your syllabus. Limit of function, limit theorems, other limits, continuity, intermediate values, extreme values, uniform continuity, monotone, inverse functions. So these are the topics. Okay. Monotone and inverse functions theorem. All the topics are covered from this textbook 1, article 5.6 of textbook 2. So the whole syllabus is covered, whole unit is covered from 2 books. The first one is book number 1. What is book number 1? This, Gerard. Okay. And book number 2, Barter. So the unit 3 is from these 2 books. So both books are very good. Now, so let's begin our discussion with definition. So this is the definition. Definition of bounded function. Let x be a subset of R, f from x to R will be given. We say that f is bounded function if there exists k greater than 0 such that modulus of fx less than or equal to k for every x belongs to. If you can find out some positive k so that this happens, then you can say that f is bounded. Let me write in this page. Okay. In terms of quantifier, I have written the definition of boundary function. Or you can also write in this. There exists PQ from R such that P less than or equal to fx less than or equal to Q for every x belongs to x. So this is the definition of bounded function. So let me consider one example. Consider this function f from R to R, that x is given by sin x. Is f bounded? Right.
sir.
Yes. Why? We should look modulus of fx, and modulus of fx, that is modulus of sin x, is always less than or equal to 1. So for f is bounded. If you take fx equal to then this is not bounded. You cannot find out an upper bound for fx. But if you replace domain, if you restrict domain by 0 to less than equal to 2, and I will define same function x from closed interval 0 to 2. Modulus of fx less than or equal to 4 for all x therefore f is bounded. Okay, so I have restricted this domain from R to close interval 0 to 2, then it is bounded. So let me put one remark. If f and g are bounded on x, then what can you say about f plus g? Is f plus g bounded above?
हाँ सर।
F into G, E into F, R also bounded. See, F is bounded. This is very easy to prove. F is bounded, you can find out some constant K1, so that mod of fx is less than or equal to K1 for every x belongs to x. Okay. Then similarly, you can find out some K2, so that mod of Gx is less than or equal to K2. Now, what is the upper bound for f plus g? Just take the addition of K1 and K2. And let's say that K1 plus K2 is equal to K. So there exists some K greater than 0, so that mod of fx plus Gx less than or equal to K. So this is bounded. Similar way, this, and all are bounded. But if f is bounded, f and g are bounded, then f upon g need not be bounded. Here is example. So example is this: f from closed interval, open interval 0 to 1 to r, and let us define fx equal to 1, g closed interval 0 1 to r. Let us define gx is equal to 1 by x. So x belongs to open interval 0. Now look at this. Then what is domain of f upon g? It is also mapping from open interval 0 1 to. We should take care of function g. It should not be 0 at any point from the domain, since it is equal to 1 by x and x is non-zero. So 1 upon x can never be 0. What is f upon g at x? Fx upon gx. What is fx? Is 1. Gx is x. Okay. Therefore, f by g at x is equal to 1 by x for x belongs to open interval 0. Now, which is clearly unbounded. The reason is this. See, your x is between 0 and 1. Therefore, just 1 by x is always bigger than for any x. So you cannot find an upper. If you take x very small, near tends to 0, then 1 upon x goes to infinity, isn't it? So this result is not true. Definition delta neighborhood. This already you studied. Again, we will see what is delta neighborhood since I need it. So let A belongs to R and delta greater than 0 be given. And delta neighborhood of point A is denoted by any delta and delta A, S delta A. any one of this notation can be used to denote delta neighborhood of point A, and it is defined as it's just an open interval A minus delta to B plus delta. So in terms of set, you can write in this set of all x in R such that A minus delta between x is A plus delta. This is known as mod of x minus A. Okay. So let me this is point A. This is A minus delta, A plus delta. So all the points between A minus delta to A plus delta is known as delta neighborhood. So this much portion is delta neighborhood. Here, let me take n13. Suppose I want to find n13. So this is your A and this is your delta. A minus delta, that is 1 minus 3 to 1 plus 3. So it is nothing but 2 comma open interval 2 to 4. Here delta is called radius of neighborhood and A is known as center, since A is the center point, midpoint. Let me define deleted neighborhood. Delta. So what is the definition of deleted neighborhood? Without
हाँ सर
deleted neighborhood.
डिलीटेड માં જે લેસ ધેન ઓર ઇક્વલ ટુ એના જગ્યાએ સ્ટ્રિક્ટલી લેસ ધેન આવી જાય ને
Punctured neighborhood. Deleted is also known as punctured neighborhood. Okay. So if I remove this point A from this neighborhood and a delta, if I remove point A, since look at this, A is a point of this neighborhood, or A is in this set. Okay. Since A lies between A minus delta to A plus delta, so A is a member of any delta. If I puncture this point or if I remove this point, then it is not a deleted neighborhood of point A. We are deleting point A just. Okay. So let A belongs to R. And deleted neighborhood of A is denoted by n star A delta, and it is defined Na delta minus A. Clear? That is n star A delta. In order to define n star A delta, you need point and some positive number. Two quantities you need. Okay? So A minus delta to A plus delta, and I am removing point A from this fact. Okay? So suppose if I take this line, this is point A minus delta, A plus delta. So A is not there. We are removing point A. So this is n star. So this is Na delta in terms of interval, sorry, inequality on x minus A less than delta. Here you can take x equal to A, okay? And second, n star A delta is equal to 0 less than mod of x minus A less than. This is deleted neighborhood. So if I put 0 strictly less than, then this can never be 0. When you can say that point A is a member of this set if A satisfies this inequality, A minus A, okay? But if you take x equal to A, then that becomes 0. 0 less than 0 is not true. So A is not a member of this set. Now let me define limit of the function.
હેલો સર.
Yes.
હા સર, આ જે ફર્સ્ટ રિમાર્ક છે બરાબર, એમાં મોડ એક્સ માઇનસ એ લેસર ઇક્વલ ટુ ડેલ્ટા આવે એકલું લેસ ધેન આવે.
Strictly less than.
એ
See,
તો સર ડિલેટેડમાં આવે ને સ્ટ્રિક્ટલી.
if you take less than or equal to here, then what does it mean? If you take x minus A less than or equal to delta, if and only if A minus delta, if and only if x belongs to closed interval, but I need open intervals, so that I should put here strictly less than, isn't it?
ઓકે સર.
See, if you take here, what I trying to explain is this. Here you cannot take x equal to A. When look at this definition, when I can say that A belongs to n A delta, if and only if it must satisfy this. Replace x by A. This must less than delta. And A minus A is nothing but which is true. Clear? Here I
યસ સર.
want to exclude point A. Here I want to exclude point A in definition of n star A delta. In order to exclude point A, I must have to put here 0 less than. Okay? Clear? Now Vibhav.
हाँ सर.
Oh, nice. Now we will define limit of function. Okay. So the definition is this. Let f from x to r be a function and x contains some deleted neighborhood of a. Neighborhood of a belongs to R. If there exists a real number L belongs to R, such that if there exists with the following property, does not such that with the following property. Property is this: for every epsilon greater than 0, there is some delta greater than 0, so that whenever mod of x minus a is than delta, this implies that mod of fx minus L is less than epsilon. When we say that as x tends to a, the limit of fx is L. This is the notation. Already you have studied this definition in 11th 12th science. So that is, this is the definition. In terms of quantifier, let me write down. That is, limit as x tends to a, fx equal to f, if and only, or in terms of quantifier, say, I don't equal to L for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0, whenever 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta, modulus of fx minus L, this should less than epsilon. Now let me put how many bracket? 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. In terms of quantifier, I have written this value. So also you can write this definition in this way: fx equal to L if for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0, so that whenever a belongs to or x belongs to this open interval a minus delta to a plus delta, x not equal to a, fx belongs to open interval L minus epsilon to L plus epsilon. Clear? Or you can write in this way. So every epsilon gets 0, so that x belongs to n star a delta, then fx belongs to n L epsilon. This is the epsilon neighborhood of L. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should put 1, 2, 3 and 4 there. Okay. Clear, Vibhav?
sir.
So now let me write down one remark. In order to define limit of fx, function may not be defined at point A. Limit of fx at the point A. The function need not be defined at it is not necessary to function defined to be point A at point A. Here already we have L is given, so we cannot use to find out the limit of that. Okay, so the definition of a limit cannot be used to find the value of limit. Okay. अगर आपको लिमिट दी है तो आप प्रूव कर सकते हैं कि ये इसकी लिमिट है, आप फाइंड नहीं कर सकते। जैसा सीक्वेंस में है ना, ऐसा ही इसमें। See, here, what does this mean? Let me explain this definition. Then I can say that fx has limit L if for any epsilon greater than 0, if you can find out some delta so that whenever delta or point x satisfy this condition, fx satisfies this condition. So ये देखिए ये क्या है एक्चुअली डेफिनेशन, सीक्वेंस की डेफिनेशन आप रिकॉल कीजिए। सीक्वेंस की डेफिनेशन में क्या था? फॉर सफिशिएंटली लार्ज n, all the terms of sequence are very near to some particular point. Let us say that particular point is L. Now what does this tells us? If you take any epsilon greater than 0, very small or very large, it is up to you. So if you take any epsilon, then you can always find out delta so that it satisfies this condition. Now what does this mean? Epsilon कैसा पसंद करना है ये आपके हाथ में है. So if you choose epsilon very small, epsilon to be very small, then this difference becomes very small. Isn't it? Fx, if epsilon is very small and fx minus L is smaller than epsilon, what does this mean? This quantity is very small. Okay, what does this mean? When this difference is very small, if fx is very near to L, isn't it? Then only the difference is very small. And now look at this. We can make x and a also very small. Okay, so what does this mean actually? In the definition of sequence, what does it tells us? Recall the sequence xn tends to a if for any epsilon greater than 0 there is an n naught such that mod of xn minus a less than epsilon for all n greater than or equals to 0. In other words, for any given fixed distance epsilon from a, let me speak again. In other words, for any given fixed distance epsilon from a, we can find an n0 from set of natural number n such that all the terms of xn's are within epsilon of a. All the terms of xn's are within epsilon neighborhood of a. See, this was the definition of limit of sequence. Recall this thing. Xn tends to a if and only if for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists n naught in n such that for all n greater than or equals to n naught, this implies that all xn's are within a minus epsilon to a plus epsilon, isn't it? Let me xn belongs to a minus epsilon to a plus epsilon. So this is the epsilon neighborhood of point A. Now let me speak again what I mean to say. In other words, for any fixed distance epsilon, from A, see, this is a distance for any given fixed distance epsilon from A, we can find an n naught such that for all terms of xn's are within epsilon neighborhood of point A for n greater than or equals to 0, n0. See, look at this. If your n is bigger than n naught, let me take n0 plus 1 term. If you take here xn0 plus 1, okay, then definitely you can say that this xn0 plus 1 is within a minus epsilon to a plus epsilon. It belongs to a minus epsilon to a plus epsilon. So what? This is the exactly meaning of limit of a sequence. Now let me explain this definition. What does it mean? So here we define fx tends to L, fx tends to L as x tends to A, or x tends, yes, fx tends to L as x tends to A. What does it mean? If for any given fixed distance epsilon from L, we can find an interval around point A, we can find out an interval around point A that is 0 less than mod of x minus a less than delta, such that for all x in this interval, fx is within epsilon neighborhood of L. Fx is within epsilon neighborhood of L. See, in the definition of sequence, the n large enough is the definition of xn tends to A is replaced by restriction of x restriction x close enough to a, x close enough to, x is close enough to a, so that fx is close enough to L. Okay. So note that we demand fx minus L, modulus of fx minus L less than epsilon for 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta, and not simply for mod of x minus a less than delta. The point x equal to c is purposely omitted from our consideration. ये हमने purposely exclude किया है point ए को, ठीक है. The existence and the value of limit of fx as x goes to a is independent of the value of fc. So see, f of, here I am saying that at point a function is defined or may not be defined. We don't know whether fa is defined or not defined. डिफाइन हो भी सकता है, नहीं भी डिफाइन हो सकता है, लेकिन हम ये लिमिट डिफाइंड ऐसा एल मिलता है तो हम कह सकते हैं. तो नेचुरली द वन कैन बी आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन, ये लिमिट एल है तो क्या एल की वैल्यू एफ ऑफ ए जितनी हो सकती है? कैन आई से दैट एल इक्वल टू एफ ऑफ ए इन जनरल? ये हो भी सकता है, नहीं हो सकता है, क्योंकि एफ ऑफ ए की कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि वो एग्जिस्ट करेगा. ठीक है. So in such case, if L equal to f of a, then the function is said to be continuous at point A. So keep this thing in your mind. So then let me consider one example. Before that, let me again let us consider the example. Okay. So first one is this. Okay. Let me take my remark. The value of the limit at a need not be equal to value of f. Value of the limit of at a need not equal to value f. Let's take one example. Prove that limit as x tends to 3, 5x plus 7 is equal to 22 by definition. See, here my fx is 5x plus 7. What is a and what is L? L is 22. Okay. So what should I do? What is my first step? Vaibhav, I want to show that this limit is L. From where I should begin?
epsilon greater than 0 से.
Okay. We should begin from epsilon greater than 0 and we should find some delta greater than 0. So that is condition satisfied. Right. I want to find out delta with the help of this epsilon. So obviously value of delta depends on epsilon. ये कैसा है? सर्वोत्तम को मोबाइल खरीदना है, वो उसके पापा के पास से पैसे लेता है 15,000 रुपया, ठीक है। तो ये एप्सिलॉन है ना वो 15,000 रुपया है, ठीक है। और डेल्टा है ना वो मोबाइल है, ठीक है। तो मोबाइल की जो मोबाइल का जो फीचर्स है वो किस पे डिपेंडेंट होगा, पैसे पे। 15,000 वाले मोबाइल में 20,000 के फीचर्स नहीं आ सकते। क्या बोलना है सर्वोत्तम, आपकी क्या राय है? नहीं है
सर
सर्वोत्तम, हाँ, है ना?
अच्छा अच्छा हाँ।
हाँ, सही समझ में आया। डेल्टा की वैल्यू हम यहाँ से कह सकते हैं कि दैट विल डिपेंड ऑन एप्सिलॉन, ठीक
चलो
है। So let epsilon greater than 0 be given. Now I want to find out delta, so that whenever delta satisfy this 0 less than mod x minus a less than delta mod of fx minus a less than, मुझे ऐसा चाहिए। तो सर्वोत्तम बोलेगा वहाँ पे जाके भाई मेरी जो नेसेसिटी है वो मिनिमम रैम है ना वो 6 GB चाहिए, और वो उसकी क्या बोलते हैं स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी हाँ वो 128 GB चाहिए, क्योंकि मुझे मूवी सेव करना हो तो कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो ना। क्या बोलते हो सर्वोत्तम?
बिल्कुल सही बात है।
हाँ, तो वो मोबाइल बताएगा वो ये 128 GB और ये 6 GB, ये है कंडीशन। तो मैं क्या करूँगा यहाँ से शुरुआत करूँगा, वो बाद में वो 32 GB स्टोरेज वाला मोबाइल उसको नहीं बताएगा, ठीक है। तो हम यहाँ से स्टार्ट करते हैं और बाद में वो डिसाइड करेगा सर्वोत्तम, ठीक है। तो मैं कहाँ से स्टार्ट करता हूँ, आई वॉन्ट दिस टू बी लेस देन L, fx minus L less than epsilon, and with the help of that we want to find out delta such that see x minus 3 less than delta implies 5x plus 7 minus 22 less than epsilon. So we should begin from this quantity. Now consider this. This is equal to 5x minus 15, isn't it? So let me take 5 common. So x minus 3. I want this to be less than epsilon when 0 less than x minus 3 less than delta. So look at this, x minus 3 is already there. So what should I take? Actually this will become, if this is less than delta, then epsilon equal to phi delta. I should take epsilon equal to phi delta since x minus 3 is less than delta. So from this established relation I can find out delta. What is delta? Okay. What should I take delta?
Epsilon by 5.
Epsilon upon phi. Very good. Therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, take delta equal to epsilon by phi. There exists, let me just put symbol. There exists symbol. There exists delta equal to epsilon by phi greater than 0, such that whenever 0 less than mod x minus 3 less than delta implies 5x plus 7 minus 22 less than epsilon. Clear? So what does this mean? Limit x tends to 3, 5x plus 7, this is equal to 22. Clear? let me take another example. Okay? Consider limit to that limit x tends to 0, x cube equal to 0 by definition. So from where we should begin? So before, yes, let epsilon greater than 0 be B1. This is L, this is fx, and this is point E. Okay. So now consider this difference. X cube minus 0 is equal to mod x cube. Okay, I want this to be less than epsilon. This is true if only your mod x is less than cube root of epsilon, but I want mod x less than, see, I want mod x minus 0 less than delta. This is your delta. This is the relation between epsilon and delta. Clear? Therefore, for every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta equal to epsilon raised to 3 greater than 0, so that whenever mod x less than delta implies mod of x cube less than epsilon, or you can say that limit as x tends to 0, x cube equal to 0. Here, now let me take next example. Limit x tends to 6, x squared plus 2x minus 6 means 7. Definition. I want to prove this. Now what is fx? F squared plus 2x minus 7. L is, so let us begin with, we want to find out delta greater than 0. For that 0 less than mod of x minus 6 less than delta. This implies that x squared plus 2x minus 7 minus 41 is equal to epsilon. So now we should estimate this difference. Okay, we should begin with this difference. Clear? Now consider this difference. X squared plus 2x minus 7 minus 41. This is exactly equal to x squared plus 2x. Now what is this? 48. Now what are the factors of this array? Here, this also can be written as, now look at this. Now already I have difference for, I have upper bound for x minus 6. I want this to be less than delta. So here there are two terms, x plus 8 and x plus x minus 6. So ऐसे एग्जांपल में आपको डेल्टा है ना, वो क्या करना है पहले, so let me say this to be 1. यहाँ से मैं क्या, we need to make this product less than epsilon. we need to make this product less than epsilon by restricting x x to be near 6 or x minus 6 is very small. So that is by making x minus 6 small. This term is one factor in the product. Okay, so now let me make let us take delta less than 1. Okay. Or first of all, now consider x minus 6. I want x minus 6 less than delta. I need such type. Let me first of all take this to be less than 1. Therefore, if I take this, देखिए मैं क्या टेक्निक यूज करता हूँ. मैं ये लेस देन 1 लेता हूँ तो क्या होगा? 6 minus 1 5. Now I want to make this is less than some constant number. So what should I do to get x plus 8 in this inequality? Wait, go. What should I do?
प्लस 8 ऐड कर देवाना.
Yes, if I add 8 throughout this inequality, I will get 8 plus 5, 30. So what does this mean? X plus 8 or upper bound is 50. But when your x minus 6 is less than 1. Okay. So see, if this is less than 1, then by 1, if mod of x minus 6 is less than 1, then by 1 we get what we get, x square plus 2x minus 7 minus 41. This is less than, I have taken x minus 6 is less than 1. So that x plus 8 is less than 15. So 15 times mod of x minus 6. Now I will keep x minus 6 as it is. Why? And I want, see, this is less than, like if I take x minus 6 less than delta, 15 delta, but I want this less than epsilon. So what is the relation between epsilon and delta? I should take 15 delta equal to epsilon. Okay, so I have two bound for x minus 6. I should take x minus 6 is less than 1 as well as x minus 6 is less than delta. So look at this. I want this to be less than epsilon. When you can say that this to be less than epsilon? By 1, note that x square plus 2x minus 7 minus 41 is less than epsilon if 15 delta equal to epsilon, and second thing is this, x minus 6, that is x minus 6 is less than 1 and x minus 6 is less than delta. ठीक है, तो ये whenever your delta satisfy this condition, x minus 6 is less than 1 and x minus 6 less than delta. What does this mean? X is between 6 minus delta to 6 plus delta, and ये दोनों condition satisfy करेगा ना, delta satisfy और x satisfy these two condition, then and then only this is less than epsilon. तो मैं क्या करूँगा, ये देखिए, ये यहाँ पे मुझे ये दो इंटरवल मिलते हैं. कौन कौन से मिलते हैं? ये वाला मिलता है 6 minus 1, that is 5 to x के लिए क्या होगा 5 to 7 पहला वाला. Five to 7. दूसरा वाला में मुझे क्या मिलेगा देखिए, x is here and in the second case x is between 6 minus delta to 6 plus delta. Let me share again screen. So 6 minus delta is somewhere here and 6 plus delta is somewhere here. अगर x ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई, x यहाँ भी हो और यहाँ भी हो, इस उसका मतलब क्या है, इसके इंटरसेक्शन में हो, ठीक है, तो ही ये एफ एक्स माइनस एल लेस देन क्या होगा, एप्सिलॉन होगा। तो मुझे डेल्टा क्या चूज करना चाहिए, ये देखिए ये इंटरवल, इसमें ये भी हो सकता है कि 1 यहाँ, ये 1 है x माइनस 6, ये 0.6 का ही नेबरहुड है दोनों, यहाँ पे 6 होगा, यहाँ पे 6, ठीक है। तो दो चीज है, 1 यहाँ भी हो सकता है और यहाँ 1 यहाँ भी हो सकता है। तो मैं डेल्टा क्या लेता हूँ, देखिए चूज डेल्टा इक्वल टू मिनिमम ऑफ 1 and epsilon upon 15, then by 2 whenever your 0 less than x minus 6 less than delta, this implies x square plus 2x minus 7 minus 41 less than epsilon. Okay, so look at this delta. I have found delta so that this happens. So what does this mean? Limit as x tends to 6, x square plus 2x minus 7 equal to 41. Clear? Now let me take another example so that you can understand the concept. Okay, let me go to this one. Next example is this. Example number 4. Prove that limit x tends to 2, x square minus 7x is equal to minus 10 by definition. So now let's here fx is, what is our fx? X square minus 7x is 2 and L is minus 10. Okay, so let us begin with epsilon greater than 0. We want to find out such that 0 less than mod x minus 2 less than delta implies x square minus 7x plus 10 less than. So first let us consider this question. Okay? Consider x square. Now what are the factors of x square minus 7x plus 10? X minus 5, x minus 2. So this also can be written in this way. Now I want to decide delta whenever x minus 2 is less than delta. This is 2. Now here there is one more factor, x minus 5. So let me first of all restrict delta less than 1, or let me restrict x minus 2 less than delta. I want now consider this portion. Let us assume that time being x minus 2 is less than 1. What does this mean? This implies that 2 minus 1 less than x less than 2 plus 1, that is 1 less than x less than 3. Now how to get x minus 5? What should I do? I should subtract 5, so that you will get, if I subtract 5, 3 minus 2, 3 minus 5. So what does this mean? Mod of x minus 5 is less than 4, isn't it? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, what should I take? So restrict delta less than or equal to 1 for x, such that mod of x minus 2 less than or equal to 1. Okay. So now see, so let us take, by the way, what should I take delta? What should I take delta? See, if I take delta less than 1, then x minus 5 become less than 4. So take, therefore, by 1, let me say this will be 1. If x minus 2 less than 1, then x square minus 7x plus 10 is equal to x minus 5 into x minus 2. Now x minus 5 is less than 4 and x minus 2. I want this less than, x minus 2 is less than delta, and I want whole quantity less than epsilon. So this is the relation between epsilon and delta. So what should I take delta? Tell me minimum of, see here I have taken 1 and epsilon upon 4, so that both the inequality satisfied, isn't it? If one satisfies, one for getting x minus 5 less than 4, one for getting x minus 5 less than 4, and to get this is less than epsilon, x minus 2 less than delta. What does this mean? For every epsilon greater than 0, there exists delta greater than 0, so that whenever your x minus 2 less than delta, this implies that x square minus 7x plus 10, this is less than epsilon. Therefore, limit as x tends to 2, x square minus 7x plus x square plus 7x is equal to minus 10. मैं एक दूसरी बात आपको बताना चाहता हूँ। तो ये है कि ये 1 लेना कोई ज़रूरी बात नहीं है। आप कोई भी नंबर ले सकते हैं। सी ऐसा जरूरी नहीं कि ये 1 ही है। सपोज इफ यू टेक x माइनस टू, या x माइनस टू लेस देन 1 की जगह पे अगर मैं लेट मी टेक इट इज टू बी लेट अस टेक 2, यहाँ पे 1 की जगह पे मैं 2 लेता हूँ तो क्या होगा? देखिए 2 माइनस टू डेट इज 0 लेस देन x लेस देन 4, ये होगा। तो मैं 5 सब्ट्रैक्ट करता हूँ टू गेट x माइनस 5, तो ये कितना हो जाएगा? सो व्हाट इज द अपर बाउंड फॉर x माइनस 5? दिस इज लेस देन 5। क्लियर वैभव? अभय?
यस सर।
तो यहाँ पे देखिए ये
हाँ
क्या हो
सर।
जाएगा? 4 की जगह पे क्या हो जाएगा? ये यहाँ पे ये 4 आ रहा है, उसकी जगह पे क्या होगा? 5 होगा। समझ में आ रहा है मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ?
हाँ सर।
4 की जगह पे 5 लेना होगा, तो यहाँ पे 5 डेल्टा, तो सो योर डेल्टा इज मिनिमम ऑफ 2 एंड एप्सिलॉन बाय 5। तो
5।
यहाँ क्लियर? अगर 3 लेते हैं आप, तो ये देखिए 0 0 नहीं होगा, यहाँ पे 3 लेते हैं तो क्या होगा? ये माइनस डेल्टा माइनस 1 लेस देन एक्स लेस देन 8, और आपको क्या चाहिए? माइनस 5 में सब्ट्रैक्ट करता हूँ तो ये 0 हो जाएगा। सो x माइनस 5 इज लेस देन 6, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? देखिए तो डेल्टा की वैल्यू आपको क्या चूज करनी होगी? मिनिमम ऑफ 3 एंड एप्सिलॉन बाय, समझ में आ रहा है? जो मिनिमम, तो ही ये दोनों कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेगी। ये आई नीड, आई वांट, ये मैं दोनों को एप्सिलॉन से छोटा करना चाहता हूँ, ठीक है? तो ये तो मैं कर सकता हूँ ये डेल्टा की हेल्प से। ये कैसे करूँगा? विद द हेल्प ऑफ डेल्टा। और दूसरा एक तरीका है, आप ये भी कर सकते हैं। देखिए ये x माइनस 5 है ना, तो आपको ये ऐसे लिख सकते हैं x माइनस 2 माइनस 3 बाय ट्रायंगल इनइक्वालिटी, ठीक है? यहाँ से वैभव,
हाँ सर ठीक है।
इस टाइप को ऐसे लिख सकते हैं। यहाँ पे देखिए x माइनस 2 तो है ऑलरेडी, तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? एक्स स्क्वायर माइनस 7x प्लस 10 लेस देन x माइनस 5 की जगह पर मैं क्या करूँगा? x माइनस 2 प्लस 3, because this is less than this and already one x minus 2 is there. Now x minus 2 is less than delta, so I need this less than, this is delta plus 3 into delta, clear? And I want this is less than epsilon. So what is the relation between delta and epsilon? Delta square plus 3 delta. So delta square plus 3 delta minus epsilon equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation in delta. So how to get solution delta in terms of epsilon? Minus 3 plus or minus root delta. Minus 3 plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac. 9 minus 4 minus minus plus 4 epsilon अपॉन 2, ठीक है? अगर ये माइनस लेता हो तो डेल्टा बिकम्स नेगेटिव, माइनस 3 माइनस समथिंग, तो टेक डेल्टा इक्वल टू, क्या चूज करना चाहिए आपको? माइनस 3 प्लस 4 एप्सिलॉन प्लस 9/2, तो ये मिलेगा। समझ में आया? तो ये मिनिमम वाला कंसेप्ट निकल जाएगा यहाँ से। इफ यू टेक दिस, तो डेल्टा क्या चूज करना होगा आपको? समझ में आ रहा है जो मैं कह रहा हूँ वैभव?
हाँ सर आ रहा है।
एक ही एग्जाम्पल को मैंने 3 अलग अलग तरीके से सॉल्व किया है। देखिए ये तो मैंने किया, बाद में भाई बोला सर ये 1 क्यों ले रहे हैं आप? मुझे प्रॉब्लम है, ये 1 ले रहे हैं ना, मुझे पसंद नहीं है 1। तो मैंने कहा ठीक है भाई, तुम क्लास में रेगुलर हो तो मैं 2 ले लेता हूँ। आप वो बोलता मेरे को 2 पसंद है तो आप 2 लीजिए, तो मैंने यहाँ पे 2 लेके सॉल्व किया। तो सर्वोत्तम गर्म हो गया, वो बोला सर 2 क्यों ले रहे हैं, मेरे को 3 लेना है। तो मैंने बोला ठीक है सर, वो तुम भी कभी कभी गोली मार देते हो लेकिन क्लास में आते हो। तो मैंने 3 ले लिया यहाँ पे, देखो 3 लेके किया। बाद में वैभव ने रेज हैंड किया और बोला सर ये सब मुझे पसंद नहीं है, मुझे तो ये से ही डायरेक्ट कंडीशन चाहिए। तो मैंने ठीक बोला ठीक है वैभव, तुम तो रेगुलर क्लास में हो। तो मैंने ये लेके किया देखो, और ये लाया डेल्टा। तो किसी भी तरीके से आप निकाल सकते हो लिमिट, ठीक है। मैथमेटिकली इट शुड बी ट्रू। सो लिमिट ऑफ दिस फंक्शन इज -10, ठीक है। सो वी स्टॉप आवर डिस्कशन। Next time we will see some more examples and we will study algebra of limit. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है सर्वोत्तम?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर।
हाँ। So we stop our discussion. Goodbye.
गुड बाय सर.
बाय सर.